I'm about to tell you how a $25 filing turned into tens of thousands of dollars of property tax for, unfortunately, a recent person that stopped by my office today. Yeah, $25 led to thousands of dollars of increased property tax bills over the rest of that person's life. What are we going to learn? We're going to learn don't do it yourself. Do it yourself legal work can sometimes and often not lead to necessarily tens or $100,000 of tax, but could lead to a mess. And so the lesson is DIYing your legal documents is just going to get into trouble. And here's this person's story. This person, and no names are going to be used, keep it all confidential, came to my office today and sat down and said, Kevin, I have a problem. I got this supplemental tax bill in from the assessor's office, and it has reassessed my property by thousands of dollars, and I don't know what to do. And so as we sat there and we unraveled the situation, came to realize that the person had gone to the county recorder's office and filed what they called a quitclaim deed all by themselves. And actually, some of the documents were just in handwriting because these deeds can look easy to fill out. They look like it could be quick. It's not actually called a quitclaim deed, common misconception because of we say it fast, but it's a quitclaim deed. Quit doing that. Don't fill it out yourself. And why? Because you're going to potentially end up like this person that was in my office today. They pulled out 4 deeds. Why was there 4? Because there was the one that they filled out that was a mistake. The second one they tried to fix it, made more mistakes. The third one they tried to fix the mistakes on the other 2, made more mistakes. And the fourth one, you get the picture, right? That was trying to fix all the mistakes and continue to make more. So they had gotten themselves in a big hole. And of course, the tax assessor just kept dinging them for change in ownership. So each time they were filing these deeds, the assessor's office was saying, there's going to be a reassessment. There's going to be a reassessment. And the person, just like with the homeowner at home with the leaky pipe under the sink, is trying to hold up the YouTube on their phone and trying to fix the leak and makes it worse. And then gets the other YouTube video to try to fix that problem. All of a sudden you have a flood in your house. And now it's going to cost $100,000 to redo the floors and the walls because now you have potential mold and you have to do all this remediation. That's the same thing that happened here. And not that it's going to cost her $100,000 to fix the problem, but we might not be able to fix it. And it could literally be hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of the rest of her time owning this property. Because if you think about it, if that property with the reassessment, if the change costs $6,000 in 10 years, that's $60,000. If she lived another 10 years or owned the house for another 10 years, that's another $60,000. Now that we're at $120,000. And this person that came into my office could statistically on an actuarial table live another 20 years. In other words, she wasn't that old and she wants to stay in that house. She basically just signed herself up for another $120,000 in property tax. Now, why did I say it was $25? Because it just cost $25 to file that deed. Now, of course, she spent more than $100 because there's 4 deeds. But the point is, it just seems easy. It's not that expensive. So why the heck would I go to a lawyer? I'll just download the form off the county website, fill it out myself, and file it, and it'll be so much easier and less expensive. Heck, I'll even go in person and not just mail it in, but I'll go in person. So that's not hard. I don't live very far from downtown where the recorder's office is. So it's really easy to fall into that trap because it sounds like it's not going to be a big deal. Kind of like going to Home Depot and like I looked at the YouTube video, I go in there and buy a couple of these parts. It's really not that expensive. A few bucks here, a few bucks there. I'll just do it myself. Why am I going to pay a plumber to come over here for a few $100 and I'm going to just save that? I'll do it myself and I'll feel really good until I do it wrong and create more of a mess. Do yourself a favor. If you know somebody who might be embarking on a journey to do it yourself, downloading forms, particularly when it comes to real estate, really, really encourage them not to do that because the cost of the mistakes are very expensive and sometimes irreversible. I don't know if we're going to be able to help this woman at the end of the day clean up the mistakes. They might be irreversible. Why? Because there are rules as far as ability to appeal certain things. The bell has been rung. We can't unring it in some of these situations. We're going to take our best stab in this particular situation because really there's nothing to lose, but certainly we're not going to allow her to continue to try to fix the problem to make it worse. At the minimum, we're going to patch up the wound and stanch the bleeding. I just don't know if we can bring it back to where it was before. So that's my story of the day. My tip to you is that when it comes to real estate deeds, it sounds like it could be quick. It's not a quitclaim deed. It's an important deed that impacts you more than you realize. And the mistakes are not easy to fix. So do yourself a favor, hire a professional. A real estate attorney or an estate planning attorney would be good places to start having the conversation. We do estate planning here. We handle real estate transactions every day when it comes to shifting the owners, transferring property. We're not facilitating, we're not realtors, but we do assist in situations where there is a transfer of property. So happy to help you if you have a property that has had some problems with the deed. There's some errors, omissions, or you're getting some notices from the county assessor's office. If there's been an increase in the tax that you disagree with or the valuation of your property, we can assist in those situations. So please feel free to reach out to us. My name is Kevin Snyder of Snyder Law. I am an estate planning attorney, also handle probate and litigation on all estate matters. We have a wonderful team here that can help you with your needs in those areas. So look forward to hearing from you should you need the help. In the meantime, check out our other videos. We have a great library of really great videos with a lot of good information to share because knowledge is power and you got to learn to know, to grow. And that's half the battle. The other half is doing something with it. So again, Kevin Snyder, happy to be of help.